Okay, a couple of items here on dimensioning the offset flange. Once again, we're going to do this dimension in paper space because if we dimensioned it in model space with the current settings from the textbook, you wouldn't be able to read the text. It would be so small. Uh, we're going to do it in paper space. You'll need to create um, a dimension style, and you only need to create the ASME small radii because um, this thing is so crowded on the inside. If you use a large radii type to dimension the diameters of these large holes, the lines would go through the center of it, and it would just make it more confusing. So we'll use a small radii type. Uh, the settings in the book would be fine if we had a normal metric template and title block. But when the textbook publishers created this layout, this is an English piece of paper, so all the measurements on it has to be in inches. If we had used a metric piece of paper, we could have used the metric dimensions. Anyway, so what you're going to use is the same numerals, the same sizes that you use for the English drawing on this one. Um, for all of these things, turn off center marks, text fit. Under units, here's the one thing we are going to go with from the book, in that precision will be one decimal place. Uh, you want to turn off trailing units, trailing zeros, sorry. Um, and that'll be fine on those things. Those are the changes that you want to use. Okay. All right. And so now because we've got this a couple of dimensions that have one decimal place in it. Okay. Now on a couple of things on two dimension, most of these things you can do pretty well yourself. We've got one situation right here where we need a diameter of this cylinder here. We can't put it over here in this view because it's a hidden line. So what we'll do is we'll use a linear dimension, and if we put it inside the object, it gets kind of crowded. If we pull it this way, we're so close to crossing a center line down here, that wouldn't work. We pull it this way, we cross that center line. That doesn't work. So let's pull it down below and place it. And we go in to edit it, and we want to insert a symbol. So we want to insert the diameter symbol into that, okay? So we've got that one. Okay, one other we have to do is dimension the counter bore right here. And what we'll do is let's use a multi-leader, which means we need to go in and set our multi-leader settings. So let's modify that leader format straight block, 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 0.125, 0.125. Text standard horizontal block. And change both those middle of top line. Okay. And so let's go OK on that. The text just looks weird. Let me go back in and look at that. Text style standard. That's all we have. So, okay. All right. So what we'll do is we'll use a leader to dimension this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to snap to the very center, and I'm going to drag it What happened to it? Oh, uh, uh, well, oh, I was on the text. I need to be on dimension layer. Let's see if that changed it. I got ortho on. That's what it was. It put it on top of the center line. And so I'm going to pull way down here and I'm going to place it. And the first line is going to be a diameter symbol. And it was 50 through, enter. And now we got to use our GDT symbols. And since it's a counterbore hole, I'm going to go with the lowercase v. And then I'm going to insert another diameter symbol. And that was 75. And hit enter. And I need my depth symbol, which was lowercase x. And the depth was 6.4. Okay, so that's got the things in there that I need. Now what I want to do is, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit, is I'm going to highlight the V and come up here to my font style here. And I want to go down to the GDT font right there. And make sure it stays on the same text size that you have. And then do the same thing with the letter X. Change that to the GDT font. Okay. Now we want to select, oh, my arrowhead size. Okay, I'll have to go back and look at that. Now we want to grab that arrowhead and bring it straight back out. I need to look at my intersections turned on. Okay. Why didn't that? So I don't want, I want it to snap to right here at the intersection. Okay. All right. And so because the leader should always point to the center of the circle. Now let me go back in and look at that. I must have had a mistake here on my arrowhead size. Let's see. Oh, 125. There we go. 0.125. There was that first. I can delete that. Okay, and so there would be my my whole annotation that I would have right there for the counter bore, and that should get you through with this drawing. It's just kind of weird the way they set this title block up and border. It's a metric drawing, yes, but it's an English paper, and so we have to use English measurements on the dimensioning. Okay, and so that's it. If you got questions, email me or come see me in the lab.